Jeremy Corbyn's second referendum Brexit policy could cost Labour yet another election, a researcher has told GB News. Dr. Rakib Ehsan appeared on Mark Dolan's show on GB News to discuss Labour's electoral future. Dr. Ehsan, who formerly worked as a research fellow at the Henry Jackson Society, said the second referendum policy adopted by Jeremy Corbyn before the 2019 general election helped much of the Red Wall collapse. He said, Brexit has undermined the future of the Labour Party. People don't have an issue with Labour politicians being quite pro-Remain before the referendum. But there had to be an understanding, or rather, there had to be a kind of attitude of democratic respect. We have to respect the will of voters, who traditionally even voted for the Labour Party. You see many of those traditionally Labour voting constituencies deliver high Leave votes. According to the estimates made by Professor Chris Hanratty from the University of East Anglia, 14 out of the top 20 Brexit-backing constituencies voted Labour in 2015. Since then, the Conservatives have picked up 9 of those seats, including Bolsover from Labour veteran Dennis Skinner. Dr. Ehsan then explained how the ultra-paternalistic second referendum policy had led to disillusionment among many Brexit-backing ex-Labour voters. In May, Sir Keir Starmer's party suffered several setbacks in the Red Wall. The constituency of Hartlepool, a seat that had voted Labour in every election since 1964, even opted to elect a Tory MP on a swing of 16%. Despite Labour clawing back in the more recent Batley and Spen by-election, if Hartlepool's Brexit party to Conservative shift is emulated throughout the Red Wall, then Boris Johnson's party could put pressure on Labour in dozens more seats. As local results poured in during May's Super Thursday elections, Dr. Ehsan tweeted, "If you think the results from Northern England are bad for Labour, wait until the results from the provincial Midlands come through. Much of Nottinghamshire, Amber Valley in Derbyshire and councils in the West Midlands such as Dudley, Nuneaton and Bedworth, and Cannock Chase, all of these councils are now led by the Conservative Party." Earlier this week, Conservative Trade Minister, Greg Hands, tore into his Labour counterpart Emily Thornberry for continuing to side with the Brussels bloc. He said, "It beggars belief that Labour's trade chief says we shouldn't waste energy on trade deals with the rest of the world and instead focus on the EU, who we already have a trade deal with. It shows that even now, Starmer's Labour refuse to believe in Britain's potential to forge new trade and jobs with our allies across the world and instead continue to focus only on trade with the EU."